Yo, what up here? How you doing, guys? My name is Sanj, and what better way to come back than with a pickup video. Now, as some of you may know, whether it's through following me on social medias or watching my previous videos, I was off on holiday with my family to Canada and America, and so these are just the pickups that I managed to gather while I was on travel. It's just going to be a selection of tops, a pair of trousers, one pair of shoes, and some accessories. Now, the three accessory purchases that I did have were all hats, and so we're going to start things off with this certified Roadman hat that I managed to pick up from JD just before flying off. I wanted to find a hat that I could find on the cheap that I could take on the holiday. I was just bored of the ones that I had currently, and so just walked into JD. I kind of already knew I wanted this one, and it was on sale for, I believe, £7. A fairly simple piece. We've got this all dark black charcoal colour with one of these backs. I don't know whether it's a strap back or whatever, but it just has this metal bit with a Nike embossed logo in it that you just open up, tighten, loosen, and all that jazz. It's got a nice little Nike pin on the side, extreme curved brims, and this is how it fits. So I kind of obviously have to feed my bun through. Boom. It gives off that proper touristy vibe at the same time. So I just wore this pretty much for the majority of the trip whenever I needed a hat. Boom, this is how it fits. I'm sure you guys have seen this hat previously, but that is hat number uno. And for numéro 2, we've got this hat from Gorin Bros. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. It's G-O-O-R-I-N. While I was in Brooklyn having lunch with my family, this was the store that was right next to the restaurant. Amazing little store that just had hats all over the shop. If you've ever been to Lock & Co, it's pretty much the same but an American vibe. And so I managed to pick up 2 hats, and on the day that I went there was actually their last day of sale, and so this one was one of their sale pieces. Now I'm going to read off the little tab that comes with it. Black colorway. The name is called the Black Bear Peak, and it retailed at $32, but it was half price, and so you got it for $16. Quick little jump cut to show you guys the greasy hair in full flow, but I just wanted to show you guys how it fits. I got it in a size large, which is, I believe, a mistake in my part, so I always buy it in medium. Now I don't know whether I actually picked out a large or whether the sales associate swapped it by mistake, but either way, when I pop it on, so let me just boom. When I pop it on, it fits fine. And it is kind of quirky. It's different from the usual sort of hats, and that's kind of why I wanted it. It gives off that sort of vintagey vibe to it. There is a bit of space. Now, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's very minimal, and it's really annoying me. So I don't know whether I'm going to sell it or just give it off. Obviously, it can be worn with a low bun as well, just to give you an idea. But this hat, I would most likely wear it with my hair down. That really artsy, I'm a poet, writer, painter vibe. Real simple black. I don't even know the technical aspects of this hat. It just has this sort of strap that goes all around. In terms of paneling, technically there is one on top, 2 at either sides that cover the half, and obviously the strap that goes forward, and a tiny little brim. Sits well, I like it, I think it's cool. Moving on to hat number 3. So because it's been a while, I'm probably blabbering on a bit too much, so bear with me a minute. But the third hat that I have is once again from the same place, Gorin Bros. This time I purchased a fedora hat. This one is called the County Line. Got it in a size medium, in a grey colorway, and a feather. Now, I'm not usually big on feathers because, as I was telling the sales associate, I find it to be too costumey, but at times can be pulled off well. And she used a few words and basically made me buy a feather. Now fortunately she was being extremely nice, and she gave me a 15% student discount code, which kind of worked out that I bought the hat at full retail price, got the feather and the second hat for free. So this hat originally retailed at $150. It's made in the USA. Once again, County Line, size medium, grey colorway, and this is how it fits. Now when I wear this hat, so far I've only worn it with my hair down. I wear it kind of high up, but that's because of my hair, and if I was to have it in a low bun, it would kind of come slightly forward. But as you can see, it fits well. Size medium, feather on the side. Gorin Bros, really nice little place. Made in the USA, this hat as well, and I believe the second one as well, which is kind of cool. I mean, I know that a lot of their hats aren't necessarily made in the USA, but I might have been annoying and asking her, hey, where's this hat from, what's it made of? I just like to know what I'm purchasing, especially if I'm about to drop some money. I know for some of you guys $150 may not be much, but for me it is, and so I wanted to make sure I knew what I was getting, and this is it. And now we're moving on to the shoes. First off, I'd like to give a big shout out to my boy James. You guys have met him in the Lobby Adventures video. He actually hooked me up with this pair of Raf Simons Stan Smiths in a baby blue edition. You guys would have seen these tons in all the colorways that they came out of. This was from the previous season, so I won't double on too much about it. I got these in a size UK 7. Now I know the OG colorway that I have wear a UK 7.5, and although these fit a bit tighter, it's bearable and it's absolutely fine, and plus with wear they do stretch. The only noticeable difference between this and the other pair, besides the obvious colour, was actually the fact that the leather itself was a lot more supple, at least in my opinion. Now that might be due to the coloration of the leather or something, but the leather is super soft in comparison to the OG, especially along the side here and on the inside. I'll give you guys an on-feet video of these just to show you guys how it fits and some of the details. I'm sure you'd have seen enough of these Raf Simons Stan Smiths and therefore won't need to review them. So boom, baby blue. Once again, big shout out to James. So for the first actual garment of this pickup video, we've got this Ralph Lauren white slim chinos. They've got this really thick, almost moleskin-like texture to it, and obviously because it's white, it's going to flash everything out. Got this in a size 32-30. I find myself having to size up in Ralph trousers, especially the slim fitting pieces. The thigh fits fine. Obviously once you get to the calf, it's still a bit roomy, and so I'm going to have to go to my tailor, get it taken up and also tighten at the bottom. And so for that reason, I'm not actually going to show you guys how it fits just yet. I managed to get this for 35 Canadian dollars, which is an absolute bargain. I went to an outlet while in Canada, found these trousers. I wanted a white pair of trousers as well. Up next, once again from the same outlet space, I went to Brooks Brothers and managed to get this sick shirt that only buttons up to halfway. So it has 3 buttons, button down collars in this sort of checkered, some might call it gingham, whatever it's called, man. This shirt, I'm actually going to wear it a lot more casually, especially with the buttons undone and just have my chains hanging or whatever. Really cool shirt. I was really happy with the fit as well. Absolute bargain. I can't quite remember exactly how much I paid for it, but I know that it was beneath £20 in the UK. Usually when you go to a Brooks Brothers outlet in the UK, you're going to pay £40 to £50, and so to get this shirt for 20 quid was an absolute bargain. Size medium, real simple, boom, here's how it fits. Going back to the Ralph, we've got that light denim shirt which I got for an absolute bargain. Again, cannot remember exactly how much it was, but I'm pretty sure it was 15 British pounds, and so Canadian dollars is pretty much double the money. So this was on sale, and on top of that they had an offer going on at the time that I went in where it was 50% off all shirts. Button down collars, ears all the way down, got the Ralphie logo. It's really similar to the Eton shirt that I show you guys in the summer sale pickup part 3. Slightly lighter shade, but this guy obviously will be worn a lot more casually. I needed a denim shirt that actually fits me close to my body, because the 2 other denim shirts that I have that I wear on a casual basis are actually oversized. Can be worn both smart and casually. Here's how it fits. Now this next purchase was when I was in New York, in Soho. Believe me and my brother were just walking around and we came across this American Apparel, which was an outlet factory sort of vibe, and managed to pick up this beautiful piece in a size large. It's a jumper. Now I'm not going to lie to you, I'm not too sure whether it was a women's jumper or a men's jumper. Ideally a size medium would have fit a lot better, but this was the last one they had. And once again, absolutely ridiculous price. You guys have it so cheap, especially with all the American brands. So American Apparel, size large, I believe a unisex jumper. It's got this sort of ribbed a texture to it, very oversized, extremely wide neck. It did feature drop shoulders, so it wasn't oversized as it is, and obviously because I went even a size higher, it's super oversized. And this was 1 or 2 pickups from American Apparel in New York, so here's how it fits. Next up, we've got this sick piece that is reminiscent of the Yeezy Season 1 collection. It's got this rustic orange colour, t-shirt, really thick, once again American Apparel, with this one in a size medium. However, in terms of fitting, it's still on the baggy side. It's got a really small 2-inch side slit at each side. Fits really well, oversized, and I kind of like my clothes, especially my t-shirt, to kind of flow, as you guys know. Really thick, perfect for the upcoming winter, especially as a layering piece where this can have a t-shirt underneath, or I can just use this as my base and be quite warm. So real simple, here's how it fits. And now bringing it back to the UK, this was actually one of the purchases that I made before going on holiday. This was from Uniqlo. It's a short sleeved Cuban collared printed shirt, really cool and lightweight, probably a bit too tropical for the destination that I was going to, but still such a sick shirt. It gives off that SLP vibe and some of the vintage shirts that I showcased you guys earlier on in the channel. Really nice piece, dirt cheap. I believe this was £15 in a size medium. There's nothing much else to say. Again, features some side slits. Everyone seems to be doing these side slits. I don't know why. Real simple, beautiful Cuban collar because this actually falls flat and really nicely. Boom, Uniqlo, my saviour. Here's how it fits. So for the final piece of this pickup video, we're going back to the Ralph Lauren outlet with this t-shirt from Ralph. Classic fit, pink colorway with the blue Ralph, size large. I decided to go oversize in this. Or two t-shirts, one in pink, size large, and the other one in a medium in a white color. I won't need to show you that because it's pretty much the same. It's just a t-shirt and I got it for dirt cheap, which is why I even ended up buying it. I believe this worked out for £7 British on the outlet. This outlet sorted me out in Canada, man. Like, such sick prices, and because the Canadian dollar was double the British pound, I was just going ham thinking that everything was discount. Absolute bargain throughout this whole holiday, and as you can tell, I only bought things from outlet at dirt cheap prices. There was two other pieces that I picked up, but I want to keep them for the Vintage Vibe series because I did go to a vintage store while I was in New York, and my god, it's easily one of the best stores that I've ever been to. So stay tuned to find out which one it is and to find out what I purchased from there. But thank you guys very much for sticking around. I do appreciate your support. Back from my holidays now, so you can expect to see content being uploaded on a regular basis once again. Really enjoyed my holiday, it was sick. I pretty much did 5 cities. That was Chicago, New York, Toronto, Ottawa and Montreal within the space of 2 weeks. So you can imagine how rushed and unprepared we were. But it was still such a sick time. Thank you very much guys for watching. You can show your support by clicking that thumbs up button, leaving comments, sharing, subscribing, all that other jazz. Don't forget to follow me on social medias. Once again, thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. Take care. Peace. Starting off with rule number 5, we have invest in quality garments. Now I know that you've heard me say this a lot and many of you guys have been asked.